Hello there and welcome to day one of Oil Camp. I'm just going to share my screen with you and we will get started. Okay, here we go. So welcome to Oil Camp. I'm so excited to be with you today as we kick this off. My name is Elizabeth Matthews and I am part of your support team in doTERRA and the creator of Pie in the Sky. So welcome, and we're so glad that you're here. If you haven't had a chance to already, go back and have a look at the pre-camp video that I posted on Saturday, where you'll get an opportunity to meet all of the coaches that will be guiding you over the next 2 weeks. We love our community and we love to nurture this any way we can. So this Oil Camp was really created with that in mind, to bring us all together. And I know by the end of our 2 weeks together, we will all feel like a much tighter little community, even when we're from all different parts of the globe. So why Oil Camp? Well, first of all, I started using the oils probably about 2 years ago, but I had used a few oils before. So I was very open to natural living ideas, and I thought I was buying green for the most part. But, when I started getting into my Home Essentials kit, which is how I started, I realized that there was a lot that I didn't know and understand. And so as I began this journey, it took me a good 6 months to delve in and really come to using all my oils. And there was always those few that I gravitated to all the time that I knew a lot about, like lavender or oregano. But some of the other ones, I just wasn't really clear and didn't know how to make the best use of them. So Oil Camp came about as a way to help you not have your oils just collect dust. There's no point in buying a kit and then having half of them just sit on the shelf. We really want you to get the benefit of them. And it's not just about getting a kit into your hands, it's about actually using them and making some lifestyle changes to having a healthier family and home. So we really want to share these, our own personal stories and experiences with each other in the hopes that everyone can get something from it. So please feel free to jump in and share yours as well as we journey along. So who is this Oil Camp for? Well, we designed this program with a brand new user in mind. So somebody who is kind of new to oils and just in the early stages of their learning process. Having said that, there's many of you here who might have, already purchased your oils months or even a year ago. And there's still those elusive oils that are sitting on your shelf. So as I mentioned, there's no point in that. We really want you to feel empowered to start cracking those lids off and using them to the best, of their abilities. So really, this Oil Camp was designed for you guys as a bridging post so that you can start getting into understanding on a deeper level what the oils can do for you. So you need about 15 to 20 minutes a day, and you just need your oils. That's all you need. We will be going through the top 10 oils throughout the camp. And you'll be getting a chance to kind of delve into each of them a little bit more, and just hoping that you can find helpful ways to begin incorporating these oils into your daily wellness routine. So how is this going to work? Okay, each day I'll be posting about 4 to 6 posts per day. It's a good idea to go in order. So each day I will be posting, say I do 4 posts on day 1. I will label each one, post 1 of 4, post 2 of 4, so that you can see clearly how many posts you're going to be looking at for that day. The reason I do this is because Facebook does like to jumble things up sometimes, and so you won't always see them necessarily in order. But just have a look and make sure that you've seen your four posts for each day, and just check the labeling on that. So these posts, I'm intending to keep them quite short and action-oriented. So really, it shouldn't take you more than, say, 15 minutes a day to get through them. Some of the content in these videos has been creating with our own personal experiences and ideas. So just a little side note on that. We really request that you respect the privacy of these videos. We're really happy to share them with you and have them for your own personal use, but please don't share them or email or repost any of the videos. These are just intended for this camp and for your eyes only and for your benefit. So, okay, guys, how does it work? Well, what we're doing really is doing quick and easy DIY projects that are super easy to make. So, when I first got started, I thought, I'm not a Martha Stewart type. I'm not going to be, jumping on and making all my own products at home. But it started slowly for me. And as I started doing a few little things, it snowballed. And I realized that it was actually quite easy to do a lot of these DIY projects. They're really quite simple. And once you have a few of the ingredients at home, it's really easy to kind of jump in and make a few others. And as you start getting the positive benefits and you start ditching the toxic stuff that you used to buy, like in your cleaning cupboard or, you know, in your cooking everywhere, you feel really great about it, and it kind of inspires you to keep going with it. So, you know, we're really going to share some of those. Each of us have our wealth of experience to bring to this now, having journeyed on these oils a little bit further down the path than some of you. So we're hoping to inspire you with some of that. And please feel free to post your own ideas and your thoughts and questions. You know, reach out to others in the group and share with each other. Really encourage you to do this, as you know, we all learn from each other. Everyone is new, so there's nothing too little or too big to ask. You know, we've all started out in the same boat, so let's just keep on going together and learn from each other. Okay, I have to delve in here for a minute, you guys. A note on compliance. So, as you all know, you know, there are all kinds of rules and regulations as to what we're allowed to say and the claims that we're allowed to make on any of our doTERRA products. And this is the case for any products anywhere, right? So with that in mind, you know, we all are sharing our personal experiences here, but we do have to be super careful to be compliant with the FDA and Health Canada and the Department of Health here in Australia as well. Because, you know, we want to be safe. We want to be in the safety, you know, zone. We don't want anybody to get misrepresented or hurt by these, by any claims. So, you know, you're not going to see me say something like, oh, On Guard cures the common cold, you know, or, you know, frankincense oil helps cure cancer. You know, you might see some of these things pop up online in other groups and other places, but really, we're very, very careful not to lay any claims like that. There is research happening out in the scientific world, and I'm very excited by some of the progress that we've made in this discussion. You know, Health Canada particularly has been able to lay claims, actual health claims, and you know, you can actually get reimbursed. You can get Medicare that will help support you with some of your oil decisions, which is wonderful. And it's a sign of what's to come, you guys. It's a sign that as, you know, our knowledge about these oils and what they can do as it develops and progresses over time, these barriers will come down. But for the meantime, we all have to be really careful. So you'll hear us using language sometimes like On Guard supports your natural immune system, okay? And these are just ways, you know, wording that we are needing to use to stay very safe and very careful with the claims that we're making. So please, with that in mind, as we continue for the next 2 weeks, just keep in mind that we are not able to lay those links or claims. So we're speaking from personal experience. And when I say that something's worked great for me in my house, it's not to say that this is the only way. And it's never ever to take the place of a medical opinion, because I definitely believe in knowledge is power. So I'm very proactive in taking charge of my own health and the health of my family. And that does include a time and place when I do get medical advice. And I take it all in. I take everything in, and then I make the best choice for me and my family. So I really strongly recommend that you do the same. So please, as we're moving forward, just keep that in mind. Now, let's move on. Okay, giveaways, woohoo! This is the fun part, you guys. Okay, so we've added some really awesome fun things throughout this oil camp. And I'm really excited to share them with you. There will be giveaways, and they're super easy to earn. Everyone that's a part of this camp could end up with a little beautiful gift at the end of it, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to. So it's all based on a point system, and you earn points as you go through the camp. So let me just walk you through how that works. Here we go. How it works. Okay. So each day, as I mentioned, there will be posts throughout the day. If you comment on the post, and you have to put more than just one word, you guys, you don't get off that easy. Actual comments on a post will earn you 3 points. So if you put place a comment on every post that day. You earn 3 points for each post. So you just get points based on the comments per post. And then there'll be a daily challenge. Every day you'll get a daily challenge, which are really awesome. I'm super excited about these challenges because they are just intended as ways to get you actually off your bum, out of your chair, using the oils, in some little way, some really easy, accessible way. So with each daily challenge that you complete, you'll get an extra 5 points for that day. And we have little sneaky ways of checking up if you've done your challenges. So let's move on. So here's an example. So watch all of the coaching videos. So say you've commented on the post. So example, say there's 4 posts in one day and you've commented on each post, you'll get 12 points that day. And then say you complete the daily challenge that day also, you'll get an additional 5 points. So if you've done everything, completed all the posts and the challenge, if you've done it all, you also get on top of that an extra 10 points. Okay, so it's really easy. If you just do all of the above, you'll get 27 points that day. Okay, super easy way to gain and just accumulate your points. So I really recommend you make sure you go through all the posts and actually do all this. It's that easy. And then there's something called the Extra Mile Challenge. Okay, let's go the extra mile. You will get 25 bonus points on top. So every once in a while, we'll throw in one of these extra mile challenges. And it's kind of like getting, extra credits. So at the end of the camp, once we've totaled all of your points, you get to factor in whatever extra credit points you've earned, and that will increase your points standing and get you potentially an even bigger prize, which I'll explain in a minute. And, you don't have to worry about tracking any of these points. We're going to do this all for you guys. So when you complete the oil camp, you can either complete it as a bronze, a silver, or a gold. Okay, and here's how this breaks down. So a bronze prize is when you've completed sort of 70 to 79% of the involvement. And that prize is going to be worth about 10 to 15 points value, PV. So all of you know what your PV is. So we have a range of prizes available. And something that's in around the 10 to 15 PV is like a lot of your citruses, lemon, grapefruit, lemongrass, lime. Some of these are beautiful. I'm so in love with the citrus oils. And they all kind of land in the realm of a bronze prize, a 10 to 15 points value. Silver is about 16 to 20 points value. So some examples of that would be like peppermint or tea tree or citrus bliss you could get, if you win silver. And then gold. Gold is 26 to 35 points value. And that's if you've completed 90 to 100% of all of the interaction. So that's, doing the daily challenges, making comments on all the posts. If you really participate to that level, you will walk away with a definite gold prize. And some examples of that could be like cinnamon, which I love to bake with. And there's so many great things with cinnamon, or geranium, beautiful, or whisper. I've got a few whispers to give away, people. So you don't want to miss out on that. It's such a beautiful one. So gold prize is really lovely, and it's so easy for you guys to get this. So there are product prizes that will get sent out to you when we've completed the camp, and every single person can win a prize if you complete the camp. We're doing this just because we love giving back to you and really, really wanted to make something fun that encouraged you to be super interactive. And, as I said, we all learn from each other. So let's make this community vibrant. Earning these prizes is just a beautiful way that we can give you a little something back. And so, speaking of giving back, grand prize. Okay, you guys, there is a grand prize. So say you're somebody that's completed every day, you've done all of the things, and you've done your extra mile points as well. Whoever has the greatest number of points overall will win the grand prize. And there's only one grand prize to give away. Okay, so one very, very lucky person is going to get this prize. And that will be a person who has completed everything and gone above and beyond and done all of the things. When we calculate all the points, and don't worry, as I said, you don't have to do any calculating. We've got one of our coaches is in charge of keeping track of all of the points that are being accumulated, and we will double check that at the end and make sure we've calculated everything correctly. And the lucky winner of the grand prize will get, okay, here we go. So grand prize winner is going to get a beautiful book, The Essential Life. Now, many of you have probably heard me talking about this book. To me, it's pretty much the oil Bible. I take it with me to all my classes. I love it. I use it as a reference book on a pretty much a daily basis. I'm looking things up in there. It's a wealth of knowledge. There's so many different topics and headings in there, plus information on all the oils. It's not doTERRA specific, so it refers to the generic names. And I really love that. I love that it's really versatile. It's open to all essential oils and really gets into the nitty-gritty. I truly believe it's a book that every single essential oil user should have in their library, and we are going to give it to somebody. I've got one here. And as well as that, we've decided to throw in the intro kit. So the intro kit is those top 3 oils, lemon, lavender, peppermint, which are beautiful. And so it's the little kit with the 5 ml bottles of each of those. And we would like to give that to our grand prize winner, not to keep for yourself, lovely, because you probably already have these 3. But the idea is that you give that to a friend. We would love you to help somebody else start their essential oils journey. And we all have somebody in our lives who could benefit from these oils. So whoever this grand prize winner is will also get this intro kit. And we'd love for you to take a moment and think about who in your life could really, really benefit from being introduced to these oils, and help us to spread the love. Pass this on to that person. Give them a little bit of education about ways that you've just learned on how they could use these 3. And let's get this ripple effect heading out there, you guys. Super excited for that. So here we are. So, let today be the start of something new. I'm a big believer of this, that, any step is a little step in the right direction. And we've all jumped in on this journey together for a reason. We're all open-minded to these natural solutions. So let's start our learning here. This oil camp was designed to really help you to understand all the wonderful ways you can use these oils. And we're really hoping by the end of the 2 weeks together that you will be super inspired and, feeling a little creative and a little like, oh, I'm going to jump in there and make some of these things. I'm going to do some of this stuff, really start to share. And I'd love to hear your experiences throughout the camp. As you try these things, jump in there and tell us how it's going. It's really about creating community. We are a beautiful, vibrant, growing community of people who are passionate about our health and being proactive and not sitting on the sidelines letting life happen to us, but actually taking some action and steps towards making our lives as great as possible. My little tagline that I love to say is, I'm not here just to survive. I want to thrive. Mind, body, soul. We look after each other. We look after ourselves. When we really tap into that, we can do so much great on this planet. And so I really hope that we are the start of a movement and a ripple effect that will spread out and have everybody joining in and wanting to be part of this high vibe life that we're creating. So you guys, without further ado, let's just get going. And you're going to hear from our different coaches throughout the week. And please just post any questions you have. Lots of love to you, and I can't wait to kick it off. Thanks so much. Bye. Mwah.